When is it best to use a CTE when working with SQL? Almost all the time, and here's why. Using a CTE is going to make the code a lot more readable, and that's going to help to reduce the amount of bugs that you're creating, and it's going to make debugging a lot easier with your code. And that's the most important thing, and probably one of the most important things that gets overlooked in the analytics space is debugging and the ability to debug. Now, let's say I'm working with 10 different blocks of code. We'll call them CTEs or temp tables. If I'm working with the 10th block of code in there and it's a CTE, guess what? I have to run all 10 blocks of code in order to QA something super small that I'm making a change to that 10th block. If I use a temp table, I can make a change to that temp table and then test that and make sure it works. That's going to save me all the runtime on those first 9 blocks of code. That makes me really efficient and really quick at what I'm doing. It also saves on database costs, which tends to get overlooked a lot of the times in the analytics and even in the data engineering field. Now, there are a few rare conditions where I'm going to use a SQL subquery instead of using a CTE, and this is probably in the case